everyone, welcome back to Motherhood with Fibro. Well, today is Friday, so the weekend is finally coming, and that means we all get to rest, relax, and do what we want when we want. But other than that, guys, I've been struggling with allergies for the last 2 days. Basically, my eyes were completely closing up and my forehead was swollen and I was just a mess, and I wasn't able to do a lot or provide content for you guys. So again, I do apologize that I have been kind of lacking on providing you guys content, but I'm here today and I'm going to share with you guys some very interesting information that I found personally that was very interesting. So yeah, let's talk about it. Basically on disabilitybenefitcenter.org, I found, sorry guys, let me scroll up here. I saw that SSI issues new fibromyalgia disability ruling. Now, for those of you that do already know about this ruling, and for those that you don't know about this ruling, apparently they made all these changes, or they made these rulings for fibromyalgia disease regarding applying for Social Security disability benefits back in 2012. Now, I'm totally sorry again if you guys have already heard about this, but for those of you that haven't heard about these new rulings, that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys about today. And then after I read the article to you guys, I'm also going to share with you guys some helpful tips for those of you that are trying to apply for Social Security disability benefits, or for those of you that are currently waiting for your court hearing date. So I will share the rest of those tips for you guys at the end. Also too, I will leave the link down below in the description for you guys so you guys can check out these rulings just in case if you missed anything from my video today, so you guys can look at it anytime you want. So the link will be down below in the description, and it's disabilitybenefitcenter.org. Also guys, I will be reading off my computer and my notes, so I'm sorry if I pause or look down. It's just because I'm trying to use my notes and my computer to provide better content for you guys. Okay, so let's get into it. I'm going to read the article off to you. SSI issues new fibromyalgia disability ruling. Now, like I said, they made this ruling back in 2012, and I was completely unaware of it. And I was completely unaware that they had what's called a blue book, which is their regulations and rulings for Social Security disability ruling. Basically, it's the guide that they used for applicants to basically figure out whether or not they can be approved to have benefits or not. So anyways, let's jump into it. Fibromyalgia is a chronic illness that is characterized by diffuse pain in the muscles, tendons, and other soft tissues. Joint pain can also occur with conditions. Other common symptoms include fatigue, headaches, sleep issues, depression, and difficulty concentrating, or basically talking. There are many other symptoms that can accompany fibromyalgia. Symptoms experienced by each patient can vary widely. This is true. Fibromyalgia symptoms can also vary greatly over time, with the signs and symptoms of the illness being much more pronounced at some times than others. Individuals with fibromyalgia may be almost entirely without symptoms on some days, while other days they may be unable to function due to pain, fatigue, and other complications. Alright guys, so I'm going to basically scroll down here and get to it. Let's see, okay. The medical evidence contained with any SSD applicant is crucial in providing a disability claim. The SSA uses this documentation in two primary ways. Number one, to determine if the medical condition from which the applicant suffers seriously limits their ability to work and perform other daily tasks. Number two, to evaluate whether the applicant has a medically determinable impairment. Okay, now I'm going to read this. A medically determinable impairment is one that can be proven through accepted medical evaluation and diagnostic testing. The SSA's new disability ruling for fibromyalgia issued in July 2012. Like I said, guys, this was in 2012, but I was completely unaware of these rulings, so that's why I'm sharing it with you guys for those of you that don't know about it. Okay, So in 2012, lays out 2 instances in which fibromyalgia may be considered a medically determined impairment. Okay, so let's read them off. Under the first sets of criteria, the application must prove, number 1, a history of diffuse, widespread pain lasting a minimum of 3 months and occurring in all 4 quadrants of the body. Number 2, 11 of the 18 primary tender points associated with the condition, and these tender points must also be spread throughout all 4 body quadrants. Number 3, medical evidence documenting that other disorders that can cause the same or similar symptoms have been ruled out by a qualified medical professional. Okay, so, and that's why, guys, it's very important that you also see a specialist regarding a doctor basically that has experience with fibromyalgia diagnosis, or has arthritis, or is arthritis specialist, or an autoimmune disorder specialist. So those would be the 3, if not the same doctor that knows all 3 or handles all 3 medical problems. I'm sorry, guys, my brain is not working today. As you guys all know, fibro brain fog, that's just how it goes. So it's basically to find a doctor that specializes in your medical illness, especially with fibromyalgia. So let's continue on. Okay, under the second set of criteria for providing a medical determinable impairment with a diagnosis of fibromyalgia, the first and third points are the same. The second point may be opted, but in this place, the application must prove the repeated presence of 6 or more of the central or most common symptoms associated with fibromyalgia. These symptoms include, and I'm going to read the symptoms off to you guys: fatigue, sleep disturbance, memory and cognitive thinking problems, irritable bowel syndrome, or better known as IBS, headaches, TMJ syndrome, depression, anxiety, painful menstrual periods, tingling or numbness in limbs or extremities, restless leg syndrome, and the last one, hypersensitivity to light, sound, and heat and or cold. Okay? The opinion of treating physicians regarding the applicant's limitation is not enough to sustain a claim. The application must meet one of the 2 evidentiary thresholds as outlined above. Additionally, the medical documentation included in the file must not conflict with other details in the application. In other words, the medical records and all other information in the application must present a constant picture of the applicant's limitations and overall condition. So, guys, like I said, they made all these these new rulings for fibromyalgia disease back in 2012. Like I said, if you have not, or if you want to know more or look over this article, you can click down below in the description and click on the link, and you guys can check it out for yourselves. So that way you have it saved on your computer just in case if you are applying for benefits. So I'm going to jump into now ways that are going to help you while you're waiting for your court hearing date, or for those of you that are wanting to apply for Social Security disability benefits with fibromyalgia. Okay, so here are my tips, guys. The first tip, you need to find a lawyer. For those of you that are trying to apply for Social Security disability benefits, you really need to find a lawyer that specializes and has dealt with fibromyalgia disability cases, because that is going to be your best bet overall. And yes, lawyers are not free, but there are some lawyers out there where it's like pro bono work, where basically, they don't get paid anything until you win or if you lose. They basically, it's just how it goes. So that's what I've done. I found a lawyer that specializes in fibromyalgia as well as autoimmune disorder diseases. That's because I have both. So overall, you're going to need to find a lawyer if you're wanting to apply. Number 2, see a specialist doctor. Basically, like I said a little while ago or a couple minutes ago, you need to seek out to see a specialist and be referred to a specialist by your primary doctor. Ask them to send you to a specialist that basically believes in fibromyalgia, has dealt with fibromyalgia patients, also that does arthritis and autoimmune disorder diseases. That's going to be your number 3 best bet to seek out a specialist. So definitely bring that up with your primary care doctor to work out getting you a referral through your insurance company. Number 3, save all your medical records. Guys, this is extremely important when you are filing for Social Security disability and while you're waiting for your court hearing date. Or for those of you that are waiting for your court hearing date, I'm sorry. You need to keep all your medical records, medication, prescriptions, changes, blood tests, body scans, just basically anything important to able to diagnose or to be able to share your diagnosis with your case is very important. So you must keep all medical records. It's extremely important. Okay, number 4. Now, for those of you that are waiting for your court hearing date, this is going to be the time where you're going to need to start building up more and more evidence to support your case at your court hearing date. And the best way that I can share this tip with you guys is you need to get a daily planner where you write down daily how you are feeling, what your symptoms are, and just, and also medication changes if you have it, or if you have any changes whatsoever from your doctor's appointments. It's just better all for you guys to get a daily planner and write out everything that you're experiencing that day. It is very important because it also shows how, your life is truly affected every day and the struggles that you go through and, the symptoms that you also experience every single day. So very important that you need to get a daily planner and you need to seriously write in it every single day. Number 5. Now, okay, for those of you that have, that live full-time with family members, spouse, roommates, or a friend, have them write out a personal letter with their signature at the bottom of it and date, and add the date. I'm sorry, guys. Having them express how they see you and view you every single day and how your life is affected and how you have overall, your struggles that you personally go through. Because obviously, from what I read to you guys, not just having a medical doctor's point of view isn't really going to be enough. So it's also very important that way. This is kind of like a third party's point of view, which is going to help you guys. So if your family member, spouse, or friend, roommate would be willing to help you out with that, have them do that for you guys and also save that copy for yourself. I suggest make a medical record file or file box or whatever it is, and I suggest that you keep all your paperwork together all in one thing. So very important. Hopefully you will have a family member or someone out there that would be willing to do that for you. Okay, number 6, keep seeing your doctors. This is really, really important, guys. See your doctor as often as they want to see you, whether that's monthly, every 2 months. You need to constantly keep seeing all your doctors that are working with you, and basically those of them that have already diagnosed you with your fibromyalgia disease or autoimmune disorder diseases. It's very important because records are going to show, and disability is going to want to know that you are serious, and obviously you are because you're sick. So it's very important that records show that you're constantly going to all your doctor's appointments when you're supposed to. So again, very important, guys, that you have to keep continuing seeing your doctors. Okay, the last one. For those of you, this is going to regard to building up evidence. For those of you that are currently waiting for your court hearing date, or you're just starting the application process, that's what all these tips are about. For those of you that go to places like Massage Envy, where you actually get massages because of all your pain that you suffer with, I personally have gone to Massage Envy, and after the session, they basically give you like a little findings note. They write down all the findings like joint swelling, tender points, and so forth. It's very important to also keep those. I have kept those medical, or not medical notes, but basically they're finding notes after each session through the therapist. So, and for those of you that have already gone to Massage Envy and you lost those finding notes, you can also contact Massage Envy personally, and they do save them on your record. So they would be more than happy to email you guys a copy. Unfortunately, I did keep a couple, but I lost a couple too, where I just threw them away. But I also remembered that I did have those when I did go to Massage Envy, so I contacted them personally, and they were kind enough to email me those copies. So there you go. I mean, obviously it's very important for you guys to do this, because right now you're going to be waiting and you're going to be needing more evidence to support your case, which is very important. So overall, yes, it is important to do these things, because it's going to really prove that you are sick. Not that I'm saying that you guys aren't sick. It's just very hard, because Social Security disability is a very long and stressful process. And I'm personally learning through all that when I'm going through my court, or I'm waiting for my court hearing date. It's very stressful. It really is. Just because I really don't know what the outcome's going to be. So anyways, guys, I'm sorry if I have messed up my videos today, or messed up in my video today. I am just kind of all over the place. Not doing well with all the allergies and stuff like that. But I wanted to share this important information with you guys to better help you guys applying for a Social Security disability. And also too, for those of you that are waiting for your court hearing date to build up your evidence case. So guys, until next time, I hope you have a great weekend, and I look forward to seeing you guys soon. Please remember to subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button so you're always updated when I post new videos. Please remember to follow me on Instagram, and please guys, give my videos a thumbs up. Anyways guys, have a great weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye guys!